Welcome, everybody. Today, the Salty Nerd Podcast is going to read 5-star reviews for the atrocious movie Morbius. I am joined by my Salty Nerd companions. Matt Vader's here.
Oh, I'm your companion.
You're my
today?
companion.
Not my hetero life mate.
Good one. I don't know how to respond to that.
What?
Hetero life mate. Every time you say that or somebody says that, you know, I get the Jay and Silent Bob flashes and I just kind of like, it's
I
weird.
don't know. I'm still trying to wake up.
What happened to your whiskers, man?
Cut them off.
Judah's also here.
Hello.
What's up?
The ambassador of salt.
Yes. Welcome. You ready to read these ridiculous reviews?
Heck yeah, man.
All right, cool. And Cage, this was your brainchild, so take it away. What's going to happen?
Yeah, so it came to my attention through film Twitter that there's this movement going on called #Morbius Sweep. And basically on Rotten Tomatoes, the review scores from the critics rate this at a 17%, and yet the audience scores rate it at 70%. And it's because of this #Morbius Sweep movement, where basically Marvel fans have banded together to up the rating on Rotten Tomatoes by posting positive reviews. However, the Morbius Sweep movement has been co-opted by trolls, and the majority of the 5-star reviews are fake and really funny. So I thought it'd be fun to sit here and go through some of the highlights.
Okay.
And I didn't have time to actually go through all the reviews, so these are just the ones on the first couple pages of the audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes. So Alex, why don't you start us off?
Okay, the first review. This movie has a script and definitely has characters. This movie also has CGI, lighting, and editing. This movie has sets and actors. This movie has 3 acts. This is undoubtedly a movie. 10 out of 10.
That's great. That's like something I would write.
I know. Good. The next one's good too. Go ahead, Vader.
You want me to do the next one?
Yeah.
Best movie I never watched. Smiley face.
Jude,
That's definitely something you would write.
in your best voice acting ability, go for the number 3.
I've seen a few films in my time, and I can safely say this is one of them.
That's great.
These are all 5 stars. by the way.
Review. Did you want to read some, or do you just want us to do it?
No, you guys do
Okay.
it.
All right, this is going to be good. Morbius fever has swept the nation. Legendary film director Martin Scorsese calls it the height of cinema. It is the first movie to sell 1 trillion tickets, gross more billion worldwide. It has received a 203% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics and audiences agree that Morbius is the movie ever made.
Amazing.
5-star review.
Wow. This is my turn?
Yeah.
That's a long one.
This is a long one,
want
and
me to take it?
I haven't pre-read it. No, I get it.
Okay.
I do know how to read, sort of.
You have said several times that you do not.
It was 48 years ago
don't try and do
when I
math
learned how
too,
to
man.
read. I think they taught us how to read differently back then.
Read differently? They taught you to write
You
differently.
know, with A's and B's and
I don't-
how they sound and stuff, and put the letters together. It's pretty
I
complicated.
have to decipher my mother's cursive like a Egyptian hieroglyph.
Yeah, I don't write in cursive. Cursive is dumb. I'm anti-cursive
Oh, okay.
for real. You'll never see me.
Coming out strong on the anti-cursive.
Anti-cursive. Cursive is stupid. It's cursive is writing for lazy people because they don't want to disconnect their letters.
I've never heard that
Never
one
have
before.
to pick their pen up off the paper.
What's this 5-star review going on?
All right, here we go. 5-star review for this. This movie made me turn away from suicide and save my life.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Yeah. I was thinking of killing myself until I was Morbius. This film changed the way I looked at how life is so sweet. I want to be a vampire, and my whole life revolves around Morbius.
How can they can't say this shit?
This is the best movie I have ever seen. I just spent $1,000 on Morbius posters to cover my room walls. I also bit my mom's neck and tried to drink her blood. because I am a vampire now, and I will never stop being a vampire. I'm never going to shave again because vampires are hairy, and I haven't gone outside because of sunlight. Now that's something I would write.
That is the best review I've ever
That
heard.
is amazing.
Okay.
Saved my life, man.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
$1,000 on
Okay.
posters. Get the fuck out of here.
This movie was fantastic, especially when Morbius said, "It's Mighty Morbin time," then made Thanos evaporate and then default danced.
That's great.
Oh. Okay. Whoa. That's a paragraph.
I could do one without even looking at this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love Morbius so much, I started a podcast about it.
Dedicated to Morbius.
Hashtag Morbius sweep.
This is okay. So imagine if they have clapping emojis in between each one of these words. Okay. The greatest film of all time. Period. Just like his Oscar-worthy role as the Joker, Jared Leto does it again. His stunts would make Keanu Reeves salivate. His humor slaps as hard as Chris Rock. His acting, chef's kiss. I will rewatch this movie as many times as I can in the theaters until its box office smashes Avatar. That's how good this movie is. If you ever laughed out loud in your movie theater seat during the 15-year-old M&M's commercial when the yellow M&M says, "No, this is the envelope." I don't know what that is. Do you guys get that joke?
No.
I don't either.
So it's the M&M commercial where it's like, they're spoofing on movies, on big budget action movies, and it's like, "No, this is an envelope."
Cool.
The yellow M&M.
I don't
He's
remember.
still got like 8 paragraphs. to
Yeah,
go.
sorry.
Let's let him finish.
And get ready to laugh nonstop during this film. There were so many times throughout the movie I stood up and clapped, which everyone in the theater loved. If this movie was a truck, it would win Motor Trend Truck of the Year until the end of time. After this movie, Jared Leto should be cast for every superhero role until the end of time. There's a lot of end of time things in this. Heck, recast Iron Man with Jared Leto. Every role Jared Leto does is immaculate. Seriously, go and see this movie. If you have a child being born, skip it. Morbius is proof that Sony definitely knows how to make superhero films and should just buy Disney because they do it better. Who needs an Infinity Saga when you could have a Morbius saga or a Morbius cinematic universe? That's the world I want to live in. Since I began writing this review, I've started crying because how great this movie is, and just thinking about it, it makes me miss my pet bat Morbius. I was 8 and I always wanted a pet bat, so I got a pet bat and a cage. And well, one day my stupid older brother opened the cage and the front door of the house was open and the poor little Morbius bat flew outside straight in front of a semi going 70 miles per hour. I miss you, Morbius, every day. Jared Leto isn't the superhero actor we deserved, but the one we needed.
Bravo. That was amazing.
Thanks.
That's soliloquy level Shakespearean
That
stuff
is.
right there.
That was terrible. Hey, why don't you read the next one sentence line?
Wow. Okay. He's making me do this one on purpose, huh? Okay. I'm just making sure I get it right. Hold on.
Oh my God, you're so old.
I love Morbius. Please, I want to have your vampire babies, my king. Pretty good.
Very
You
nice.
could be an actor.
I know.
You're going to give Patrick Stewart a run for his money.
So that review was written in all caps.
Yes.
That's why
That's why he yelled it.
Yeah.
I yelled it.
We have printouts, guys. Look at the fucking size of that.
I know, dude.
All right, Jude.
Okay. This movie is the greatest of all time. It has no flaws. I think the guy that wrote the long one wrote this one too. all time, greatest of all time. It has no flaws. It is a beauty of cinema, better than Citizen Kane or Paddington 2 or any movie. It's a known fact. The reviewers that made this a 17% are actually robots bought by DC to try and ruin Marvel movies. It has to be the greatest movie ever. Acting, top tier. Action, top tier. Story, top tier. Everything, top tier. There is nothing bad about this movie, and it is the greatest piece of cinema and film ever.
Well put. This one's epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude. Okay. I was so hyped for Morbin time, and it was Morbin to the max. Jared Leto is so steamy, dreamy, hot, and phenomenal and breedable. Plot and writing are worthy of many Oscars. Literally sat in the theater with a massive semen stain on my pants during the end credits.
Wow. Oh my God.
High praise.
I mean, that's almost as good as Vader saying he jizzed on the screen when Tom Cruise was jumping off that cliff in Mission Impossible 2.
That happened. All right, here we go. First movie to sell 1 more billion tickets. Watching it made me morb so hard. Hashtag Morbius sweep for life. Dr. Michael Morbius. He is not Venom, is goated. Morbius 2. Now, cowards.
Cowards. I saw like a red carpet event where somebody was asking Jared Leto about Morbius, and he's like, I'm just really thrilled that it's like #1 in the box office. And I'm like, fuck told you that? Bro.
Well, I mean, they delayed it for so long. I don't think anybody cared after a certain point.
I don't think I ever did.
I don't even know anybody who actually went and watched it.
I didn't even go and see freaking Spider-Man. I'm done with Marvel. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm not going to go see Doctor Strange either.
I don't really want to.
It'll be on Disney Plus in like 3 weeks, so whatever.
All right. The last review on our list. I can't say I have ever seen a movie better than Morbius. My favorite character was Morbius. Okay, he was played by the absolutely actor that is Jared Leto. Okay. He was even better here than in Suicide Squad. I have seen this film roughly 88 times. And I love more each time. God, this is not good. My electric bills are past due because I'm too busy spending money to see Morbius and buy Morbius merch. Last night, my wife broke down crying because I hadn't gotten home yet, and she thought I got drunk again and died because I was seeing Morbius again. A repo guy took my car a few days ago, but I didn't care because I was watching Morbius. I have an entire shed in my backyard that I bought so I could put all my Morbius stuff inside. A true fan would put it inside your freaking house, you loser. My son keeps crying because I legally changed his name to Jared Leto. And he hates me. What the fuck? My teenage daughter hates me because I banned her from seeing her boyfriend after he told me Morbius is bad. My boss fired me on Sunday because I left work in the middle of the day to see Morbius. The IRS keeps showing up at my door because instead of paying taxes, I keep seeing Morbius. The police keep trying to remove me from the theater when I see Morbius. At night, I hear my wife crying because she has too little money to divorce me. I love Morbius more than every movie or show, award-winning or whatever. I love Morbius. I can't read this anymore. This is trash. Get the fuck out of here.
Here we go. Was Dr. Michael Morbuck's Morbius is supremely written and ebulliently and expertly portrayed by Jared Leto. Man, this is rough. Whose prior experience in roles not dissimilar to that of Dr. Michelin Morbonkers Morbius, sir, goddamn you, Kadish, serves him well in this new blockbuster. The opening weekend was simply stunning. People entered the theater preemptively crying tears of joy, even euphorically throwing their children at the ticket clerks in an attempt to gain hasty entry. The character of Mr. Mihail Morbijulian's Morbois serves as an example to all humanity as to how to properly act. He is the penultimate hero. Oh, the perfection of the ideal set forth by such eminent real-life heroes as Mario and Elon Musk. Of course, a well-written character is void as space without a coherent plot. In this movie about Sir... God damn it. In this movie about Sir Mikey Morblastinated Morbionius provides yet another prime example. The main character, Michael the Big M Morbilius, seeks to acquire the drip from his mortal enemy, Ugandan Knuckles. For those uneducated, a crossover from the new Sonic 2 movie. He acquires his goals through learning math, through love, immense personal sacrifice, and more billions of dollars left to him by his deceased father, who owned an emerald mine in South Africa. After gaining the drip, Dr. Magongus Morbingus gives it up for the greater good, sacrificing himself to save the world.
Oh, spoiler.
And he gives his more billions of more bucks to his son, which is very kind and exemplary of how we should seek to be. Overall, an excellent movie. I was literally crying tears of blood after watching Mr. Michael Morbius' insane performance, and I think my brain hemorrhaged. However, this has
Keeps
given
going.
me
Fuck.
a new outlook on life, and I see the truth about life, the universe, and everything as a result. Morbius, 10. Would watch more gazillion more times if my medical bills weren't so expensive. Please give me some of your more bucks, Dr. Michaeli Morbius Morbius. The end.
This one's a weird one. You ready?
Yeah.
The reclining seats didn't recline back far enough. The movie was okay. Would not spend money to go see it again. 5 stars. Kadish, did you write these?
Bravo, all of you.
Oh,
Kadish,
he had to
did you
read
write
that.
these?
I did not. These are actual reviews from Rotten
That was
Tomatoes.
atrocious.
Speaking of which,
And those were just on the first couple pages. Like it goes on and on.
Needless to say, there's some shenanigans going on.
speaking of which,
Everything
on
is
Rotten
bullshit.
Tomatoes.
if you guys would help us get accredited with this like really trustworthy website,
Don't ask the trolls to get involved with us.
go to Apple iTunes or Apple Podcasts.
Can you
Give us
imagine the people writing these reviews?
yes,
writing reviews for
please
us?
do it. Give us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes so that we can get accredited with this trustworthy
And we'll-
website, Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll read yours too.
Yeah, hell yeah, we'll
Oh,
read your
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
We
great.
need to do another Salty Nerd podcast.
Can you
review
imagine if we get accredited with this upstanding website that is
Yeah.
full of transparency and honesty with movie reviews? It'd
Yeah.
be fucking amazing.
stream? Yeah, and we'll always be counter to the actual critics that are on there.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Oh.
great.
Stop telling them your plan. That's why it hasn't happened yet.
Well, it's obvious that the 70% audience score is completely legit.
Mhm.
Completely
Morbius.
legit.
It's
Yes.
totally legit. Yeah, there's no tomfoolery going on here. None whatsoever. That was great.
That was fun. Thanks, Kadish.
Thank you all for reading.
That's hard.
Yeah, it's fundamental though.
I don't like to read. You know this.
You don't like to read movies.
This is true.
All right, everybody, that's it for reading 10-star or 5-star reviews for Morbius on the fantastic website Rotten Tomatoes. Thanks for joining us today. Matt Vader, where can they find you on the socials? Where can they pay you to read?
At Twitter and
At Twitter.
on Twitter, on Gitter, on Truth Social, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Gab, on
Parlor.
Parlor, on
Isn't Parlor dead?
I don't know, lots of things.
Okay, great.
At Matt Vader 74
Thank you.
on all of them.
Jude.
Oh, please don't look for me. You can find me at I am Juju on Instagram and on TikTok.
Kadish. You can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. KadishBooks.com takes you to our Amazon page. And yes, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so that we can become accredited movie reviewers on this fantastic website, Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Stay salty.